Ladies and gentlemen, TNT viewers, you are in tune to Trey Tonya's Loveology Season 3, Episode 1. We're in our second segment of question and answers. The next one is directed towards myself, and it reads, "Hello, Trey. My name is Yvette. I hope the two of you are well. I just recently started watching your videos. Thank you for doing what you do. You are an inspiration for me and my woman. Question. I am a special educator. I am feminine, not obviously gay looking. How can I come out on my job? Or is this necessary? You know, people assume I have a husband. I'm not sure what to say. Do I only tell the coworkers in my circle, my supervisor, or not at all? Please help." Wow. Yvette, hello. Glad you're an educator. We need a lot of those. Your first question said, how do I come out on my job? For you being feminine, I think it's harder for you to come out. The reason is because people are not going to assume that you're gay. They're going to assume that you're straight. Unlike myself, who looks the way I do. Look like a boy, they automatically question, why do I look this way? Why do I dress this way? Personally, I'm not going to lie about who I am. I'm not doing it.
You're not supposed to.
And the reason for that is I believe in me, my family, and my sexual orientation. That's none of their business what I do, so therefore that should not affect the job that I do on a day-to-day basis. Is it necessary to just come out, have a coming out party? No, it's not necessary to have a coming out party. But I would say if someone does have the courage to ask you that question, if I was you, I would be honest and, respond in a respectable way. It's just like if there was a straight person there and you say, "Oh, are you married? I never see you with a ring on." They would have no problem answering that question. So why should you hide who you are? I know you said people assume that you have a husband. They can assume all they want. Mm-hmm. They can. But if they do come to you with a question, I would be honest. I know with myself, I started out first. Actually, I think my principal was the first to know, because coming into my school, I need to know that you're going to accept me for who I am. And number two, I know that you can't fire me because that's discrimination. So I was very comfortable in being honest and letting her know right up front my sexual orientation, my family makeup, and what I represent. And I was staring at something. I'm sorry. In addition to that, I also sold myself as a professional educator. And that's two different things. I'm a teacher first when I'm in that building. My social life is secondary, and truth be told, no one has the right to question me about what I do outside of school. But if you ask, be ready to hear it, because I'm going to tell. Just about everyone who comes into that school knows I'm gay. I don't hide it. I don't tell the kids because obviously I can't just come out and say it. But trust me, they know. My baby's picture is on my desk, and they see me wear a ring. "Miss Gooden, are you married?" "No, I'm not." So of course the minds are going to start, rolling their thoughts. But for me, I'm not hiding who I am. But that's to each his own. What you say, babe?
Well, my response to this question is,
I even brought my baby in and introduced it to my new boss. And that sure did.
I myself am in corporate America, and I am the feminine one in the relationship. So you're right. I would look heterosexual to my coworkers. Unfortunately, I don't hide who I am either. And it's a few that already know that I'm in a lesbian relationship. And there's many that have no clue, that may think that I'm engaged to a guy because they see me wearing the ring and they hear him talking about getting married. So I'm assuming the first thing they think is she's getting ready to get married to a guy. However, if anyone was to ask any questions in detail about my fiance, they will then know that it's a female. I'm not ashamed of who I am, and because I look straight, I'm not straight. I don't portray to be straight. I don't play like I'm straight. I am who I am. You said that how can you come out? I mean, like my baby said, it shouldn't be a party about, hey, everybody, let's come together. I'm a lesbian. No, that's really not their business unless they're inquiring. If they sitting out having a conversation and they're talking about their husbands and da 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 da, what your husband do, and you may just want to say, then, well, guys, I don't have a husband. I have a female partner, or however you want to say it. So that will, lift some of the pressure off your chest if you feel like it's starting to bother you. But yeah, don't hide who you are, and if they ask, please do tell. Other than that, just be who you are and go to work on your day, and don't let it bother you.
And it's through those personal questions that I really found out who would be a true coworker friend versus those that I needed to, just keep as associates and say hello as I walk through the halls. Because you will come across some that will shun you, but in a I would say professional way, not even respectful, professional way. You won't be invited to certain things, or you won't, sit with them at recess or whatever, or at the lunch table. They will choose to sit other places, but that's okay.
That's fine.
Because at least you know where they stand, and you know that you're being true to you.
Exactly.
So that kind of stuff don't bother me none. It's all gravy, But let us know what you decide to do. And did you ask this question because others were inquiring, or is it something that you feel that you need to do for yourself within your profession? Let us know.
Yep.
Oh, let's see, baby. This one right here. This is another question. And it says, since Trey and Tonya are talking about...
This coming from a video.
Oh, this is coming from a video. It was episode 6, part 2 of 5. So this is where this question is coming from. And a lot of the times our viewers post questions based on the videos that we release. All right. So it says, since Trey and Tonya are always about toys, are asking about toys.
Trey make up his own words when he reads some of these questions, guys.
Y'all listen, it's 8:44, man.
It's early. We normally film at midnight. So this is early. And you drinking your loose juice.
Man, it's cool.
So read that question again and make sure you use their words and not your own.
She keeps asking. Since Trey and Tonya are asking about toys, do you ladies use condoms on the toys?
Yes, you ladies.
Did she just refer to me as a lady? First of all, young lady, I'm not a lady. Okay, I'm a sir. Watch your mouth. But anyway, do you too use condoms on the toys? It's important not to develop bacterial infections. What is so funny is because of infections.
God, just the question itself. Go ahead.
Okay, so that's one part. As far as tattoos, my suggestion is don't do it. So she's making a comment about should you get tattoos or not. What my baby did is created an expression that was sentimental to ours. This expression became her tattoo.
It says sentimental for us.
Listen, I like to edit as I read.
Ad-lib. That's what you do.
It sounded good.
Jeez.
Okay, so she said, don't do the tattoo. Create something
that's an expression for you and the partner, and it symbolizes your love.
Great suggestion.
So you don't have to put the person's name on you. That's what they're saying, pretty much.
Okay, because I got my baby name and what?
Yes, and we're going to get an expression as well.
And what? Anyway, she keeps asking.
I don't even know what you're talking
it's
about.
It's okay. We do, and when Damien and Maria see it, they'll know too. Big shouts. That's our folks. Quick question: what y'all doing next Sunday for dinner? She keeps asking. We keep asking. Since Trey and Tonya are asking about toys, their question was, do we use condoms on our toys? No.
No, absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
There's no need.
There's no need. We don't feel there's a need.
No.
Okay? The toys were freshly bought. They weren't.
And first of all, we're not swapping out and using them on each other. It's only on me.
No.
So we don't need a condom on the
Say that again?
Yeah, we don't flip-flop or do anything like that.
There's nothing going down in that area.
No, we don't flip-flop, guys. So we don't have bacterial infections because it's only being used on me.
That is only for people.
Now, if you guys are flip-flopping and you feel like you may, you say you could develop bacterial infections, then you may want to put a condom on your toy.
How about cleaning your vagina?
Well, baby, they can still clean it. They can still have bacterial infections.
Well, douche. I'm just saying.
Oh, God. But no, we don't. No condoms open.
And if there's a bacterial infection, you should smell it prior to inserting the toy. So wash yourself, clean it up before using the toy. So then you don't have to worry about that. What? I'm serious.
Oh, God.
But no, we don't use toys on our stuff. because
we don't use toys on our stuff or condoms on the stuff.
We don't use condoms on our stuff because
the
toys only over here. That's it.
That's it.
Nothing this year.
No.
No. Anyway, thank you for your question. And always, we are safe sex first. But also, trust your friends, trust your partners.
Not your friends, trust your partners.
Trust your partners. Now, if you're going to not just having sex with everybody.
If you're using a strap and you just hitting some of everything, then you might need to strap it up.
You need to strap it up. Strap it up. Strap it up. But no, we don't. To answer your question, we do not. Anyway, thank you for that question. Another break is coming up on Trey and Tonya's Loveology. As always, we're going to keep reminding you to please subscribe to our channel on YouTube, Trey Tonya Loveology. Click like on our videos. We are trying for this first episode to exceed over 500 on each of our segments. So we appreciate all your support, and always remember to forward on our links to your friends and families, because all can learn from us.
And that's how most of our videos have been building.
Yes.
They're telling their friends to go watch the show.
Tell a friend.
Which is good.
To tell a friend. To tell a friend. All eyes on us. Thank you.
Peace.
Commercial break.